Welcome to Video Accountability. I know a lot of people are going to be watching this on recording because they're going on their last minute summer trips. But Lisa and Rhonda, I'm so glad that y'all are here and you're being so diligent. I've moved a couple things around on the app Jen and I wanted to make things a little bit more organized and compact. We're super excited to show you that. If you go to the app, as far as video accountability goes, and you just log in and you go to the Hive, we added a video accountability tab, and all of the captions and hashtags that you're going to be needing for this class will be there. Here's today's July 21st to the 25th. Okay? That way you know where to find them for each week. Does that sound good?
Hey, I have a question. Are you saying it's in the weekly content area? Because I'm trying to click on the July 21st through the 25th and it won't let me click on it.
Nope, it's right here. See where I'm at?
Hold on, let me make you bigger. Okay, where are you at?
I'm in the main Hive menu,
Uh-huh.
and then at video accountability, see where that's at?
Yep, I got it. Perfect. You're the best. Thank you, sweetheart.
Of course. And then I'll pull it up that way. That's where it'll be from now on. And I also put, just so y'all know, the Sunday emails, but I call them Monday marketing emails just because I feel like it's talking about Monday, is now going to be down here in the bottom left-hand corner. The emails that we're sending out every Sunday are going to be right here. If you missed the email for any reason, like our email from yesterday was sent, and it's going to be right here. This is our weekly email for this week. And so I put it right there. That way, if you can't remember what's going on, it's right here. We obviously have video accountability right now, which is super exciting. I did want to tell y'all that there's two great blog posts that I created that are super important. One is the announcement that Instagram made about engagement bait. We definitely are always encouraging you guys to make talking reels. And so anything y'all can do to take our content and turn it into a talking reel or talk about your own listings or even copy what we say. I don't care what it is, but anything you can do to talk is going to be the highest conversion for you to get clients. And so every reel has a different purpose, but we definitely wanted to make sure that you're not doing the engagement bait. And so we went ahead and put this here. And then also we're going to make sure you're not doing it, but just so you know. And then top Fed officials back July rate cuts. And I wanted you to read that blog post. So if anyone's asking you as clients or obviously wanting to get off the fence, you have some information, especially with everything being uncertain right now. They want to know what can we expect? What's happening? This is a great article to help give you some information so that you can be seen as the expert. And so, as always, this is brought to you by your loan officer sponsor. We would love it if you guys have any loan questions, if you guys have any loan scenarios, any issues with loans, please reach out to your loan officer. If you're not sure who that is, please reach out to Jen and I. Will make sure that you get in touch with them because they are the ones that allow us to make this happen. And we want them to be able to help you guys and for both of y'all's businesses to grow equally. Any questions about the Monday emails or the video accountability captions and texts and where to find those? We good with that? Just so you know, we still have the weekly content is still going to be here. If you are, obviously, if you're in our Facebook group, you can request graphics there, but then all of the weekly content for everyone else is going to be here, and it includes touch points for how you can reach out to your sphere or to the people that you know, as well as different ways to get involved with your community, which is massive. Jen and I don't believe that you can just do social media without community marketing or vice versa, that you need both to have the full impact. We also have all of your stories ready for you to go, anything that you would need for the week, and all of your captions and hashtags. Everything is in here. Just to give you an example, here is your Monday story, and we tell you exactly what to do. And for our reels, we have everything laid out for you, and you can also just download the reel and you can use it. So everything's there in the weekly content. We have our content vaults. All of your lead magnets are here. Remember, you can use these. These aren't really just for social media. I really want you to use these for when you're interacting with people in your day-to-day life, when you're having buyer appointments, seller appointments, or really throughout the process as you're creating systems in your business. I always like to have people, oh my God, he's killing me. Rambo, come. Come here, baby. I always like to have people look through their business as a system. As you're working with a buyer, as you're working with a seller, what processes do they have to go through to work with you? And then how can you put these into that to provide real value? So those are your lead magnets. Those are there. And then we have ready-made videos that you can download. These are all of our reels that we've done in the past that are ready to go and to download. And then we have a year's worth of graphics and carousels that you can use as well. And then we have our Hive HQ. I want to make sure that y'all know about this because everybody can participate in this. And we are definitely going to start moving things over here as far as meetings in the future. If you go ahead and just explore later today the Hive HQ and you tap Hive HQ, this will take you to the main dashboard of, and you might have to log in if you're not logged in yet, but once you log in, you'll get there. And this is our main hub for the Realtor Hive. And you have different menu options. You have your home. We have challenges that we're going to be doing. We have meetups and events. And we also have a Hive chat, which is awesome because people can ask questions, you can talk to people, and we really want this to be a community. For instance, if we go home, you can see it says video accountability starting now, and you just click the link, and that was automated. You're not relying on Jen and I to whether or not we're rushed to remember to put that link in there, which we love for you guys. And then we have news here as well. And then we also have, oh, that was cool. Did y'all see that pop up? Right here under meetups or events, we're going to have all of the recordings so they're easy to find. And then all of the upcoming events are right here. You can share them, but you can also add them to your calendar. That's really nice. That's just a couple of the highlights for the Hive HQ that I really want you to get familiar with because we are going to be using that more often. And then the Learning Vault is here, which we're adding to every day. You can come in here and you can just see what we've added. And you can also search by topic. And then we, of course, have our Hive Buzz, which is the podcast and our blog. The podcast, y'all, I'm going to be adding a couple of my past seasons on here. They're by top agents. So typically people who do 50 million or above. I really recommend that y'all listen to it because it just helps open your eyes to what are they doing differently and what should you be doing or what can you add just one little thing to your business that could completely change it because usually it's something little, it's not a magic bullet, it's just a small change in your business that can change your entire life. And so I really encourage you guys to listen to those while you're in your car, because it really, I promise you, it can change everything. And so
Debbie,
yes.
sorry, in Facebook, Christy Jackson Hill was just saying that when she clicks on that, it doesn't on the Hive HQ, it says you don't have permission to access that page.
Okay, she'll
I
have
think
to log in.
I think
Not
it's because you're not.
everyone. Yeah, great question. The first time you get into the Hive HQ, I'm already logged in. So that's why mine just popped up, right? Because it's actually a website. What's going to happen is if it says you don't have permission, then just text me and I'll send you what your email is and I'll set you up. Don't worry. That's not a you issue. We just need to make sure that your email is added and you'll be good. And then if you're already logged in and you try to log in again, it won't let you, obviously. If you try to sign up again, it won't let you. But yes, we can absolutely help you with that. So thank you. And as always, everyone can go to my sponsor right here, get daily mortgage rate updates as well as loan updates. And you can easily share, stop it, your contact information with your clients because that's how we're able to be here. I just want to go through that. We'll go ahead and get started. Are there any questions before we get started?
Hey, Jenny, I have a couple of questions. I didn't I didn't miss the Austin meetup, right? I didn't
No,
miss it. Okay,
no,
perfect. I want to
no, with
make sure I
everything
don't
going
miss
on,
that.
yeah, we were just like, you know what? Especially with,
I get it.
yeah,
Yes. And all the craziness. I completely get it. And the other
yeah.
question is, Is there any way that we could also at some point start creating YouTube content because YouTube is forever livable? That's where I learn and do a lot of my stuff. That maybe we could do some YouTube content too and get familiar with that, maybe? Just a
Yeah,
thought.
absolutely. Here's a couple ways to look at it, Rhonda. One, everything we make here, I post on YouTube, just so you know. I
Okay.
created my own YouTube account. I post all of my shorts there. So, like YouTube, like other platforms, they have different videos for different purposes. Anything we make here, you can also post on your YouTube account. But then the longer form content, like the talking head content, all of that is definitely going to be something that it's hard because we can't really do it in a class. That's going to be something more that we could teach in a class how to do it. You'll have to tell me what you need help with as far as that goes. Is it ideas? Is it how to? And we can talk about that later because we absolutely can help with that. There's all kinds of ways that you can approach that differently. But the best thing about YouTube is that I think that you talking, like you said, it's evergreen content and it's a great way to be found. Like we got a client off of YouTube from a video recently on our podcast for renovation loans, and we had 43 views. So it wasn't like it went viral or anything. I just think it's a great thing to do. And I think it's huge. Yeah. And there's not as much pressure, I feel like, to be like all animated. And yeah, we can definitely talk about that. And then you can take those longer form videos, make them shorter form, and put them on other platforms. Let's definitely talk about that because that's something that I'm doing as well, Rhonda. So I think that's great
Thank you.
for sure. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. No other questions? Okay. On that note, just remember that anything that we do, so like Rhonda, on that note, as we're making a video, you could make the short form video and then take this video and later on in the week spin it into a long form video or spin it into a talking head video. Don't feel like you have to come up with new content, reinvent the content that we're giving you and use it in different ways. We're going to go ahead and go to the app if you haven't already done that, or I provided the link in the chat. And just so you know, in the app, when you log in, you're at the home button. Then you go to the main Hive, which is where all your content lives. Then you're going to click the video accountability button, which everyone has access to. You don't need the paid version. And then you're going to click this week's July 21st through the 25th. And these are going to be the text and captions that you're going to need for today. Are we good? We're going to use this to copy and paste so we don't have to type. All right, next we're going to go to Instagram and you're just going to pull up your Instagram account. All right. We good? We there? All
I
right.
think we're good.
Very cool. The first video that we're going to make is we're going to go down here to smart buyers. And I love the way that Jen did this because the first time that you read it, you're like, huh, that doesn't make any sense, which is the point. I'm going to go ahead and press this one and I'm going to, you're not going to probably be able to hear the sound. All right. So the smartest buyers, wait a little bit longer. They buy what can't be remodeled. First, people are going to be like, what do you mean? That doesn't make sense. So that's the video we're going to make. Go ahead and you're going to go back to this video. I'm going to turn down my volume. Go back to this video. It's going to open it. You're going to tap it one more time and open it again so that it's fully open. Then you're going to tap the trending audio button in the bottom right-hand corner, that little blue icon right down here. Okay. Then you're going to go get in your bathing suit. Just kidding. Not at our age. Then you're going to click use audio and you're going to choose a video that you want to use. You could use any audio, just so you know, or any video. And you could even use an image, by the way. You don't have to always use videos to make reels. And up here, if you have an iPhone, and I'm sure Android has the same thing, it's just in a different place, you can go to different albums. I'm in my recent albums. So there's different things that you can do. You could also, we're not going to do it now, but just be aware that you can play with this templates button later. I'm going to just choose this video. It's just me walking to the car. Okay. And the trending audio is already on there. You can't hear it, but it's there because you can see the little blue button. And then I'm going to hit next. This is a great place if you want to go ahead and trim it, you can. So for instance, I know on this one, I don't want certain parts, like I probably don't need, that's not bad. So you can just go here, and if you want to, you can trim it like that. Okay, so next. So now you can hear it. Okay, any questions? We good?
Looking good.
Awesome. Now we're going to go ahead and add the text. I'm just going to add all of the text first. So I'm just going to lift up my Instagram app and I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go to the Smart Buyers Reel and I'm going to tap and choose the smartest buyers. And I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to slide back. And then I'm going to click the double A button for text. And the blue cursor is going to come up. I'm simply going to tap on it. And then I'm going to hit paste. Now, as usual, you can hit the color wheel and you can change the colors. You can use the dropper and you can pick a color that is actually in your video if you want to. I'm just going to keep it white. You can choose different fonts by clicking the AA. And I'm actually going to choose, I like this one right now. And then you can also change the background by hitting the far right A. And if your justification is off, if it's to the left or to the right and you want it centered, you can hit the justification button and you can justify it however you'd like it to be. And I'm going to hit, and don't forget, you can also make it bigger or smaller using this button, or you can use your fingers and pinch it. So I'm going to go ahead and move it where I want it. And I can move it later. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to choose they buy what can't be remodeled. And I love the way that Jen worded this too, because I'm like, I had to read it a couple times to be like, huh. So not only was it like a little bit controversial, because you're like, that's not true, because we all know that it's great to buy remodels for value, but also it, just the way it was worded made me read it a couple times too. All right, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to hit AA, tap the blue button, paste. I'm going to delete because I had an extra. I'm going to make it smaller so it's all on one line. I'm going to change the color here for fun, and I'm going to make it like that. And that's how I want it to look. You can make it look however you want. And then we're going to add a action to it, some movement to those words. So if you go to the A's that look like they're running, 3 A's, you can choose any of these. The one that Jen chose was, that one was cool. Let's see, what was it?
I like the speedy one too.
Do what, Jen?
I like that one too.
Yeah, it's cool. Jen chose headline, which I love because I haven't seen a lot of videos with it.
Me neither.
It was so cool that I was like, how'd she do that? And I'm all the time. You know what I mean? There we have it.
I didn't have all those options.
Sometimes that happens because Instagram updates everyone at different times, which is annoying. Just pick whichever option you want.
Oh.
Yeah.
Marta, one of the things that we definitely believe, and I know that it's a thing, if you play with the edits app, if you get the edits app and make a couple of reels in there,
you'll get them.
I really think you'll get the fonts because they it's like they're connected and they're like, oh, thanks for using the app. So
Yeah.
both Jenny and I had that experience.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to get, here's what I mean. I'm going to go back, hit the AA, paste. And I'm probably going to change the background to make it stand out. I'm probably going to make that white, so it just goes with what I had before. And I might leave a little bit of room. All right, we good there? Next, I'm going to go to edit video. I'm going to just adjust when everything comes in. I'm going to click edit video. And the smartest buyers will be in from the beginning. I'm going to play it a little bit. I'm just going to put it on your, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to put it on your, going to be the lonely one, but you can put it wherever you want. I'm going to tap it and I'm going to drag it to the left. I'm going to take they buy what can't be remodeled, tap that, drag it to the left. It's coming in later. And then I'm going to do the same thing with here's what I mean. And I'm just going to drag that in much later. Let's see. And I'm going to have that come in at O. Oh, and it did. So that worked out well. Go ahead and do that. And when you're done, line up to where it says, here's what I mean. I'm just going to hit this back button. And if you don't have it, you may not be, it's because the yellow isn't selected anymore. And so I'm going to be right here at the beginning of here's what I mean. And I'm going to click sticker button. And I'm going to click white arrow or type white arrow. Okay, just going to choose this one. I'm going to move it. Remember, you can pinch it, make it bigger, smaller. You can rotate it with your 2 fingers. Right there. And then I can test it. If someone can let me know when y'all are good, we'll move on to the next step.
Maybe give us another second. Looks like we're still working.
I looked all over for a white arrow that pointed down. And when I type in white arrow, it comes up with very limited arrows. I don't know why.
You could do, so let me type in white
I thought
arrow.
I could get one to like that was maybe pointing up to maybe rotate it and make it point down, but I have 3 choices. And they're not like that.
Did you and I don't mean this rudely at all, but did you spell it correctly? Because sometimes I'm horrible.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always have typos. Just type in arrow, maybe.
Yeah, I just didn't ever find a white one that was pointing down. So I ended up using 3 red ones that do this.
Yeah, you can do that.
That works.
Absolutely. And
I just
sometimes
like
I'll
the
take
white.
one that's going up, like you said, and I'll just
Mhm.
rotate it.
How did you rotate that? That's what I was trying to
Oh,
figure out.
okay.
To do.
Yeah, you take your two fingers and you're going to put them on the screen and you're going to put the arrow in the middle and you're just going to rotate it with your two fingers.
Huh. Okay.
And you can also make it bigger or smaller. It's like you're pinching the arrow. If you pinch the arrow, bigger, smaller, and you can also, with your two fingers on the arrow, you can also move it, rotate it. If you keep
Okay.
your two fingers on there.
It's Lisa, I always say that if you're holding your phone, you like move your phone, but not your fingers.
Oh, okay. That's a good way to.
Like,
Yeah,
then it makes it simple.
I got it. Yay. I just didn't know you could do that. Thank you.
Yay!
Let's try.
absolutely. That's awesome. I love that. I love when we learn new things.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We good? All right. Next, you're going to hit the purple, or is that blue? I think it's purple, arrow button. And we're going to add the caption. I'm going to go back and I'm going to, I don't know why this is giving me trouble today. Copy the caption. And just so you know, if you want it to look differently, you can. So if you want it to be specific to you, you can paste it into ChatGPT and you can say something like, write this shorter and specific to Austin market. Okay. There's some really cool ways to do that. And then you copy and paste this and you put it in. All right. I'm going to go ahead and paste my caption in. And hit OK. Go ahead and put your city or your location. As Jen's mentioned before, you can also put locations of events that are popular, that are trending in your area. If ACL is happening, you could do that. And then you're going to go ahead and change your cover. I'm going to hit edit cover. And I'm going to slide this where I want it to be. I'm going to have it to where I'm looking at the camera, not with my eyes cut closed, but like that. And then I'm going to go to profile grid so I know what it's going to look like on my profile. Remember, just like we were doing with pinching the fingers, you can make it bigger or smaller, and you can also move it up or down. I could zoom in if I wanted to. Done. And then you can go ahead and share it. You can set it as a trial. It'll send it out to new people. Or you can save it as a draft. All right. Great job, guys. And then let's Stormy in real quick. We good with that one? All right, we're gonna go back to Instagram. Hi, baby. Okay, go away. There you go. All right, we're gonna go back to Instagram for the next one. And this one I love. Oh my gosh, Stormy, stop. because it's going to bring out your community and you can use this in a million different ways. And this is the one that I was talking about. The other one too, you could turn into a talking head video, but this one as well. We're going to go back to the Realtor Hive and we're going to go to trending audio. Click that.
You're going to want to check out. If you live in, you're going to want to check out.
This is where you're going to turn the camera on yourself. This would be awesome if you're standing in front of the business, or you could have something that you got from the business, whatever it is. But we're going to go ahead and show you how to do it now. And then you can save it as a draft to remind yourself to do it. We're going to go ahead and open the reel all the way by tapping it.
If you live in,
I'm going to turn it down.
you're going to want to check out.
And then the trending audio is in the bottom right-hand corner where you see the B. And then you're going to click use audio. But this time we're going to hit the camera button. So we're going to put the camera on ourselves. Any questions so far? And I'm going to hit the timer button.
You're going to want to check out. If
So-
you live in,
So you can practice.
you're going to want to check out. If you live in, you're going to want to check out.
If you're in front of a building
You live in,
or you're in a boutique, you could be like, if you live in, and you could be pointing to the city sign, and then you could, the next shot could be of you actually in the boutique or outside of the boutique. There's different ways that you could do it to make it more exciting than obviously being in a plain room. Go ahead and practice that for a second so you get the timing down.
you're going to want to check out.
There it is.
If you live in, you're going to want to check out. If you live in, you're going to want to check out. I want to check out.
Go ahead and I'm going to turn it down and we're going to go ahead and add the text. I'm going to hit AA. Just pick your city. I'm going to put Dripping Springs.
Stupid.
And I'm just going to move it to where my finger was pointing. If I wait and I wait for my finger to point, I can just point it, put it right there. And then I'm going to go to AA and I'm going to type where I want them to go. Let's see. And I'm going to move that to about where I think I pointed the second time. Okay. And then we want it to look like they're popping up. I'm just going to go to edit video and I'm going to change when they pop up. I'm going to turn it up a little louder.
If you live in,
So that's when I want Dripping Springs to come in, is that very first bell. So I'm going to move this a little bit.
in, you're going to want to check out.
And I'm going to want Lash by Kelly to go there. Right there.
You're going to want to check out.
And there you have it.
If you live in,
Okay.
you're going to want to check out.
And then Jen said you can add photos, etc., to make it more interesting, which we can show you how to do that. And then you're going to hit next. Remember to, you're going to have to alter this information a little bit based on the information that you shared. So you're going to put in your city or neighborhood. So I would tap it and put Dripping Springs, comma. You should definitely check out . lashed by Kelly. And then as you go down, you're going to want to choose your city name here. I'm going to put Dripping Springs. Okay. You definitely can do that. And then down here, when you do add location, you're going to type in Dripping Springs or your city.
You're going to want to check out
Okay.
if you live in.
This is a great way for you to be a community expert and for people to be excited to look at the content that you're making because it's things that they're going to want to do in their everyday life, not just about real estate. You could make this a whole series. Then you're going to go to edit cover. You're going to choose what part you want to show. You're going to go to profile grid and you're going to alter whatever it is that you want to show as well. And then click done. And then for this one, you could do a trial or you could click more options and you could go ahead and schedule it.
If you live in.
Right here.
You're going to
You go
want
ahead
to
and schedule that for later, for like tomorrow or Wednesday.
I think I
Or you could save it as a draft, which I'm definitely not using that video. Okay? But that's a really fun series.
You're going to want to check out.
We're excited too because this is our first Realtor Hive sound that we put out too.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be doing more of these. And so if you have any ideas of what you want those to be, let us know. All right. Our last one is our homework reel. If we go here, open house comparison. So this is attached to your lead magnet, but more importantly, I think that this lead magnet, we call them lead magnets, is going to be great for you to provide for your buyers as they're going out and they're looking for homes. Because as we know, when they're touring homes, they all start to run together. And this also goes with your Friday story. Touring homes this weekend, bring this with you. You'll thank me later. And then you can cover the V with your headshot or with your logo. This can be just downloaded from the app, or if you want to use it as is, all you have to do is hit the 3 dots. I'm going to show that again. The 3 dots are below the paper airplane. You're just going to hit remix and it'll pop up. And then you could choose any sticker. You could upload it from your camera roll, or I could literally just go to stickers and I could choose a house or whatever it is that you want to choose. I'm going to cover it up with me. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edit video and I'm going to time my sticker that I added to come in when the bee comes in. Oops. Okay. And that's it. Then you hit next. Oh, it says I have to add text. I'm going to go ahead and add text. If it says add some text, I'm just going to add some text like that. It really doesn't matter. And I'm going to move it off the screen. And then it'll let me go to the next screen. And then do the same process. You have the captions, you have everything that you need that we provided you over here. You can copy and paste everything that you need here. Jen also gave you some great pointers on how to do this. You can add your location, you can schedule it, you can send it as a trial, or you can save it as a draft. That is your homework reel. We have our 3 reels done. Just so you know, as far as the rest of the content for this week, depending on which group you're located in, We also have our July recipes. Make sure that you go and check those out. And in the app, we have the Canva templates, so you can change those if you want. These are great for you to be able to actually print out, use it as a pop by, make them and take it to someone, especially the yogurt bark, and use that as a pop by, or invite people over and cook this with them and show a video of you doing that. Or don't show a video and just have people over and enjoy your time reconnecting with people that you haven't seen in a while. Remember to use these to connect with people, not just for social media. And then we have our Let's Talk title carousel. You have your dark and your light option, English or Spanish. And we have those for this week. And we also have our Canva templates here as well if you want to change them, and our captions and hashtag. That's a great opportunity as well to maybe interview a title person and put them on camera. Remember to always, or just have them for lunch, always use these as opportunities to get out in the community and connect with them. And then, of course, we have all of our other content for the week that you can go and check out in your app. Okay? Any other questions, guys? We good? All right, y'all. Reach out if you have any questions. We're here for you guys. And I hope y'all have an amazing week. I'm proud of you guys for sticking through this all summer when so many people are like taking off. It's definitely going to come full circle for y'all as rates are going down. It's going to be really exciting for y'all. Look forward to seeing y'all this week.
Thank you guys. Have a great week.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
You.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, guys.